In 2023, wind energy projects accounted for around 29% of the UK's total energy generation. Now that's not a small contribution, providing one of the world's most promising power sources. But how much do you really know about this renewable energy and how it actually works? In this video, I'll share wind energy facts that might surprise you, and more importantly, what they actually mean in practice. Fact 1. Wind turbines are getting bigger. If you think turbines look large, consider this. In the 1990s, a typical turbine stood at around 18 meters tall. Today, modern onshore turbines exceed 135 meters. And offshore turbines can be even larger, with blades reaching 150 meters in length. That growth isn't cosmetic. It improves output and efficiency. Fact 2. Wind powers certain US states. To see how mainstream wind is, look at the United States. In states like Iowa and South Dakota, wind energy produces over 50% of electricity generation. Texas alone has around 40 gigawatts of installed capacity. So wind isn't supplementary there, it's central. And that dominance isn't limited to the US. Fact 3. China produces the most wind energy. China currently leads global wind generation, accounting for roughly 60% of global wind production. It's followed by the United States, Germany, and the UK. Now, this level of deployment reflects long-term strategy and not short-term experimentation. And speaking of scale, fact 4, the biggest wind farm is massive. The Gansu wind farm in China is expected to include around 7,000 turbines and reach 20 gigawatts when fully completed. Now, to put that in perspective, that's equivalent to multiple large power stations combined. Wind projects are now being built at infrastructure scale, but this evolution didn't happen overnight. Fact 5. A megawatt-sized turbine existed in 1941. The Smith Putnam turbine in Vermont became the first megawatt-scale turbine in 1941. It only operated briefly before a blade failure, but it marked a turning point. Modern turbines are the product of more than 80 years of engineering development. And today's machines operate at a very different scale. Fact 6. The largest turbine is enormous. The Goldwyn G8-252 16 megawatt turbine has a rotor diameter of 252 meters. It's wider than many skyscrapers are tall. So why does this matter? Because larger rotors capture more wind, increasing efficiency and lowering the cost per megawatt. And sometimes that scale creates remarkable results. Fact 7. One turbine powered 170,000 homes for a day. On the 1st of September 2023, a single turbine produced 384 megawatt hours in 24 hours. That's enough to power around 170,000 homes for a day. This isn't theoretical performance, it's recorded output. When conditions align, wind can be extraordinarily productive. Fact 8. Wind power doesn't require water. Wind is the only major energy production method that doesn't require any water, making it even more beneficial to the environment than other sources. Fact 9. Some rural communities use wind off-grid. In certain regions, private turbines allow farms and homes to operate independently, away from centralized grid systems. Wind can operate at utility scale, but it can also support local energy independence. Now, let's bring it back to the UK. Fact 10. The UK is the windiest place in Europe. Around 40% of Europe's wind resource passes over the UK. Geographically, that gives the UK a natural advantage. Fact 11. Turbines don't generate all the time. Onshore turbines typically generate at peak capacity around 24% of the time. Offshore turbines average closer to 41%. Now that variability is expected, and grid systems are designed around it, which is why installed capacity numbers really matter. Fact 12. The UK has thousands of turbines. The UK has nearly 9,000 onshore wind turbines. and over 2,700 offshore turbines. That isn't a small pilot program. It's a mature, expanding sector. And importantly, turbines are energy-efficient investments. Fact 13. Turbines recoup energy quickly. Wind turbines typically recover the energy used in manufacture and installation within 3 to 6 months. After that, the energy generated is net positive. So over a 20 to 30 year lifespan, the return is substantial. Fact 14. Wind gets fewer subsidies than fossil fuels. Globally, fossil fuels have historically received significantly more subsidy support than renewables. Wind's growth has increasingly been driven by falling costs, not public funding, and that cost trajectory has been dramatic. Fact 15. Nuclear decommissioning costs are huge. Large-scale public funding allocated to nuclear decommissioning could alternatively support significant wind expansion. This highlights the scale of energy infrastructure investment and the opportunity costs that are involved. Fact 16. Wind has supplied over half of the UK's electricity. On Boxing Day 2020, wind supplied over 50% of the UK's energy demand, thanks to strong seasonal winds. This wasn't symbolic, it was a practical demonstration of capability. Wind can carry substantial load when conditions align. Fact 17. The UK has over 2,000 wind farms. The UK operates more than 2,000 wind farms, with installed capacity exceeding 30 gigawatts. This represents a decade of cumulative investment, and development brings economic impact too. Fact 18. Wind turbines are extremely quiet. At around 50 meters away, wind turbines produce sound levels similar to a household fridge. Noise concerns are often overstated compared to measured data, and modern turbines are engineered with acoustic mitigation in mind. Fact 19. Wind power is getting cheaper worldwide. Since the 1980s, wind deployment costs have fallen by around 90%. Technology and scale have transformed the economics, and wind is now one of the most cost-competitive forms of electricity generation. Fact 20. Turbines shut down in extreme wind. Wind turbines can withstand wind impacts, but they automatically shut down when wind speeds exceed roughly 25 meters per second. This protects mechanical components and supports long-term reliability. Wind systems are designed with safety margins built in. Fact 21. Turbines can be repurposed. Denmark is leading the way in finding creative second lives for decommissioned components. Turbine blades are difficult to recycle, but they're composite materials. They're extremely durable, making them ideal structural basis for shelters and public infrastructure. This initiative is being spearheaded by Siemens Gamesa. Hopefully, similar reuse projects will spread to other cities and countries. It's a reminder that wind infrastructure isn't only about generation, it's also about circular design and long-term material responsibility. Fact 22. Wind turbines contain thousands of parts. A typical turbine consists of around 8,000 components: blades, nacelle, gearbox, generator, and control systems, all engineered for multi-decade performance. Wind infrastructure is sophisticated, not simplistic. And fact 23. One turbine can power 1,500 households. An average onshore wind turbine at 2.5 megawatts can produce around 6 million kilowatt hours annually. That's enough electricity to supply more than 15,000 average UK homes for an entire year. And that's just one turbine. Multiply that across a wind farm of 10 to 30 turbines, and the contributions becomes nationally significant. Wind energy's growth reflects technological maturity, cost competitiveness, and strategic national importance. It's firmly embedded in modern energy systems in the UK and globally. Wind energy is no longer experimental, it's an established infrastructure, and it's continuing to grow. If you want help assessing your land, understanding your options, or securing a better deal, please see the links in the description below. including our wind turbine feasibility checklists. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and share this with other landowners who might be asking the same questions as you.